heaven, saying, "Write this. Blessed are the dead who from now on die in the Lord. Yes, says the Spirit, they will rest from their labors." Jimmy.
And when great souls die, after a period, peace blooms slowly and always irregularly. Spaces fill with a kind of soothing electric vibration. Our senses restored, never to be the same, whisper to us, they existed. They existed. We can be and be better, for they exist.
We have entrusted our sister Mary to God's merciful keeping. We now commit her body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
How much longer do you think it will take?
Don't worry. I'll chase them for the paperwork this afternoon. Your leave to remain is not in doubt.
بيقول إنه رح يلاحقون اليوم بعد الظهر مشان اللورا، بس إنه أكيد رح يسمحوا لنا نبقى هون.
Under the vulnerable persons scheme, you have a 5-year stay, at least.
Inshallah.
It's just the Home Office playing funny buggers.
Funny buggers?
He means they're just being awkward, Dad.
وشو بيصير بعدين؟
My mother would like to know what happens after that.
Well, we need to make it permanent. But leave that with me, I've got that all in hand.
So, no more funny buggers?
That's right. Now, as I said, nothing to worry about. We'll talk soon.
Mr. Galbraith, thank you.
Not at all. Aye.
Hey, just reminding you that you're picking up Merrin.
I know.
Sorry, I know you've got a lot on. I would do it myself, but I cannot miss this strategy meeting with Niven.
It's fine, don't worry. Listen, you can't keep Niven waiting. Is there anything else? Oh, shit. Oh, I've got to stop the release smoke outside the office. I'll call you back.
Well, Alex, a quick one. I'm doing a piece on how Donna Killick's compassionate release might affect her victim's family. I've spoken to Kate Kilmuir. I just need some details.
Donna has stage 4 lung cancer. It's terminal. She shouldn't have been in prison in the first place. She was the victim of domestic abuse and wasn't in her right mind at the time of the murder. You got all that? Good. Love to the family. Hi.
HMP Clyde need to talk to you.
Okay. What's this?
What's it look like? It's a leg of lamb. I suspect it's Jim Crawford's way of saying he can't pay his bill again.
Will you see if Gavin wants it? He looks as if he could do with a feed. Listen, I need to pop home for a bit after this call, okay?
Okay.
Jimmy, I'm so sorry. Your mother was a wonderful woman, taken far too soon. And don't worry, we'll always keep an eye on your dad. Thanks.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Grandad seems to be coping.
Yeah, he is.
Cassie, I've something for you. It was here this morning. Oh, you must have moved it.
Who did?
Your mother. Who's always bloody moving things. Oh, here we go. It belonged to your great granny. Mary wanted you to have it.
Thank you.
We need to talk, Alex.
Not now, Kate. Not now.
They left for Aberdeen yesterday. Kyle and my kids. You must feel very proud of yourself.
I never took your kids, Linda. The courts did, and I'm sorry about that. This isn't how anyone wanted it to end.
I loved my kids.
Aye, but you loved the drugs a wee bit more, didn't you? I'm sorry. Shouldn't have said that. Listen, Linda, you couldn't look after them and your husband could. Now, if that changes, I will help you to win them back, and that's a promise. Your kids had to come first, okay? Jesus Christ! Whoa! Hi, darling, I'm on my way.
You're supposed to pick me up, remember?
I know. I'm just at home picking up a few files. I'll be there in 10 minutes, I promise. How'd the exam go anyway?
I hit a few bum notes, but I think I got away with it.
I bet you sailed through it. You'll be playing the Albert Hall in no time. Listen, that's the door. Give me 2 minutes, okay?
It's okay, Dad. I can always walk back from here. Dad? Dad! Are you okay?
Speak to me, Dad.
Right, that's them away.
I don't know what I'm going to do without her.
Look, Dad, why don't you just come and stay with me for a couple of weeks?
I don't want any fuss.
It's no fuss.
You're a good lad. You know what this feels like. Not everyone does.
Tosh, this better be good.
Really really sorry to
Cole, but we've just heard that Alex Galbraith has been shot dead.
I'm on my way to the scene now, but I thought you should know.
Right, I'll be the next flight over.
He's different since the last time I saw him.
Aye. Yeah, he is. And judging by the post-it notes all over the house, I think he's probably been like that for a wee while.
Look, don't worry. I'll bring him over later.
Okay. You're the best. I did.
Hey, Sandy.
Didn't take long for word to spread.
So I see. Okay, let's get rid of them, shall we?
No problem.
I'm sorry to call. I wasn't sure what to do. This is just so hard to take in.
It's okay. You did the right thing. So, witnesses?
None. But his daughter Merrin was on the phone to him at the time. She heard the whole thing.
Let's organise a door-to-door all the way back to Lerwick. Somebody must have seen someone come and go. Eve, I'm so sorry. Do you mind if I have a quick word with Merrin? Can you tell me what you heard when you were on the phone with your dad?
Said he was picking up some files.
And did he speak with the person at the door?
No. The doorbell buzzed 3 times. Then 2 shots. Promise you won't let anything happen to my mum.
She'll be okay.
Madam?
Put them in a room in the Haldane Hotel and put a protection officer on the door just until we can establish that Alex was definitely the target.
Will do.
2 pistol wounds to the chest, 1 straight to the heart. He died almost instantly. It has the hallmarks of a professional assassination. But from the bullet entry wounds, he seemed to be turning away. It could be to let a person in, as he knew them, or to protect himself. Hard to say.
Come in.
Just wanted to see if you had everything you needed.
We're fine, thanks.
There's some press outside. They'll have questions about your campaign, but best to avoid them until we've got a clearer picture of what actually happened.
Yeah, I understand.
Merrin, you're safe here. So's your mum. I don't want you to worry, okay?
I don't see how. Nothing's ever going to be the same again.
It's going to be a long road back to anything that feels even close to normal. But now you both need to take time to grieve. I know that this is a shock for everybody. We all knew Alex, but I want you to keep focused. The assailant is still at large. We do have a witness. The daughter, she heard the gunshots. Unfortunately, that's all that she can remember. Sandy, I would like you to put together a timeline of his movements. Now, we know that he came home to pick up some files. Did he always come home during the day? Tosh, there was that break-in at the Galbraith place a couple of weeks ago. I want to know exactly what was taken.
Sure.
Check his finances, professional and private. Check his phone records and check his social media. There's a very good chance that his wife is going to be our next MP. And that means that we're going to get a lot of press interest. But I would like you to ignore it. Talk to nobody. Remember, to know how a man died, you must first learn how he lived. And please stay safe. Whoever did this is extremely dangerous.
Boss, you've got the new fiscal in 10 minutes.
Yes. Thanks, Billy.
Will do. Will do. Bye. D.I. Perez. Sorry I'm late. Maggie Keane. I'll be taking over while the fiscal's on leave. I just want to introduce myself and get the lie of the land regarding the Galbraith shooting. It seems we're all over the news.
Yeah, you certainly picked a great week to start a new job.
I take it you knew Mr. Galbraith.
I did, for over 20 years. He's a good lawyer. And he's well liked. You know, almost everybody in the Isles came across him at some point.
Eve Galbraith? She's running in the by-election, is that right?
She is. Yes, she's also got the backing of a powerful local businessman, Niven Guthrie. And with his clout behind her, she's probably a shoe-in.
Is it possible she was a target? According to your local paper, she's made a few enemies with her anti-oil stance.
That's true. So I'm not ruling it out. But it seems like the shooter knew what they were doing.
Seems like. Okay, well, I imagine the press are going to have a field day with this. Are you ready for that? I know you had a bereavement. The funeral was this morning. This must be very difficult for you. If you need some time off, I'm sure we can bring in some...
I'm fine.
Well, keep me posted.
Okay. Hi, Cassie. I'm just wondering how the packing's coming along, so if you could give me a wee phone when you get this, all right? Bye. Fiona Bedford. I'm D.I. Perez. Can I have a word?
Okay.
You worked closely with Alex. Was there anyone who was angry with him or somebody with a grudge?
There was always somebody with a grudge.
Well, any recent cases that were giving him more grief than others?
Donna Killick's release, obviously. On the family law side, there was a custody battle. Wife lost her kids due to drug addiction. Linda Morton, she's been giving him a hard time.
Is she capable of violence? You okay?
I don't know how to process this.
No. It's not easy. There's one thing I need you to do for me. I need the files on all his cases for the last 2 years, and I need access to his computers and his phone.
Okay.
You've been in here for ages. Tea's getting cold.
Just putting the drone away.
You really have to take this dive. You said you were going to take a break.
We owe too much. You know that. Anyway, I can hold my breath for
ages. I know.
It's not funny, Eamon.
I won't be doing it forever, darling. Got plan B.
You know what that is, Jimmy? That is a ghost bullet.
Right, does that mean that we're looking for a vintage gun?
My best guess is a German 1944 Walther P38. Standard issue, but unlikely to show up on any registers. There's a load of these knocking around from the war, but you can't get the ammo. So these bullets were custom made. You can buy homemade bullets like this online, if you know where to look.
Tosh, get a hold of Sandy, tell him to check gun club members, collectors, see if any of them have got a Walther P38 or make their own ammo.
It's probably in the sea by now.
Aye, well, humour me.
Okay.
There's more online about Alex Galbraith being shot. I still can't believe it. I'll try to call Marin tonight.
See if you just sign all of those, and then at the end of January, your company tax will be due, and you can just do it online.
Thank you. No problem.
Though, you'd be better paying for an accountant, Rasha, because that stuff will really do your head in.
My dad doesn't want to spend the money.
Well, maybe you should make him.
Thanks, Molly. Is that the Nasson family?
Aye. I am helping Rasha get her head around being VAT registered.
I take it they know about Alex Galbraith.
Aye, they were quite upset. They considered him a friend.
You not so much.
Is that what this is about? I'm pissed off about Donna Killick. What do you expect? She kills my sister and then she gets to come home and die in her own bed?
Mum.
Look, I know Galbraith was only doing his job, but I wish he'd shown as much compassion for Molly and me as he did for Donna.
I hear you. But I'm still going to need the list of the people in your pressure group.
I've got a petition with 2,000 names on it. You want that as well?
I'll get you the list.
Thanks. Tosh.
I'm looking at the break-in report. The Galbraith case file that went missing was a custody case. Kyle and Linda Morton.
Yeah, Fiona Bedford mentioned her. So you should speak to Linda Morton. Find out where she was this morning.
Hello.
Hi.
اسألي ماما. لازم أعرف شو
ماما
صار.
لا بلا سخافة. My mother would like to know if Mr. Galbraith's death had anything to do with the fact that he was helping us.
Oh, no, we have no evidence to suggest that.
شفتي؟ قلت لك لا يبقى بالك. Thank you.
Linda?
Hey, there's a back gate.
Hello?
Hello, police. Anyone here? Linda! Linda.
Linda, are you okay? What happened to your hand?
I cut myself.
It looks like it needs stitches. You know Alex Galbraith, don't you, from your custody case?
So?
So you haven't heard what happened to him then?
No, what?
He's been killed. Someone shot him. When was the last time you saw him?
This morning. I went to go and have it out with him about my kids, but he didn't want to speak to me.
And after that?
I came back here. I felt pretty low, so I took a sleeping tablet.
There was a break-in at his house recently, and a file relating to your case was taken.
What?
What happened, Linda? You weren't always like this, were you?
No, I wasn't. But I'm trying to get better, I really am.
Got Eve on CCTV at the time of the shooting.
Okay, and what about our campaign manager?
Niven Guthrie was at his engineering plant. His brother Struan has already given a statement.
I thought he had a building firm.
He's got a stake in half the businesses on Shetland and an OBE. Looks like he's thrown everything he's got into Eve's campaign. He won't be happy till he's got a statue of himself at the Market Cross.
Okay. Is there any trace of the gun?
Not from a register of gun owners. We do have a couple of collectors, but none with a World War II Walther. As for the bullet maker, we're looking for a machinist, or maybe an engineer, but again, nobody on Shetland seems to fit the bill. Got a wee problem. Local lad, Fraser Cregan. He's been posting about the Galbraith killing online. I think you should take a look.
True crime crazy.
Look at this.
Okay, so that must have been him this morning.
Hang on, Cregan? We've got a Logan Cregan on a register of gun owners.
Okay, we'll find out if they're related and Billy shut this site down pronto.
Linda doesn't have an alibi. She was alone in her flat, but to be honest, I can't see her shooting anyone.
I mean, she might know somebody that would. Okay, let's call it a night. See you all bright and breezy in the morning. Cassie.
The eagle has landed, but I can't get him to eat anything. He keeps saying he's already eaten, but he hasn't.
All right, don't worry. I'll pick something up on the way home, okay? Bye.
How are you holding up?
I've had better days, Tosh.
If you need to talk, I'm a good listener.
Thanks, I might take you up on that.
Night-night.
Night.
Hey, Carrie.
Oh, I didn't know you were on this shift.
Proverbial bad penny. What's for dinner? I hope it's not that slow cooked lamb thing again.
Shite on toast, that do you?
Tell you what, take a good look at this handsome face. You might not be seeing it much longer.
Well, yeah, you won the lottery then?
Could be.
Are you alright?
And I'm serious as well. Aye? Well, that's your choice, but you'll regret it.
You okay?
Aye, sure, my guy. No worries.
Good.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be in Fairhill?
Well, you know heard about Alex Galbraith?
Well, I heard. I just thought you'd stay longer.
Cassie's bringing my dad home so that I can keep an eye on him for a wee while. His memories, it's not great. So he's going to be staying with us for a wee while. You okay with that?
Aye, sure. Oh, let me get you a drink. On the house.
Oh, you're not going to make a profit. You keep doing that.
No, that's okay. It's your money.
How was it? I went through it. And our friends got to say goodbye, you know, so...
And Cass?
Yeah. Did really well.
You're going to need time to grieve too, you know. And there's that.
Aye, and there's that.
She's definitely coming back then.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it, Duncan.
No, I know. Got enough on your plate.
Yeah, but, you know, try not to think about it. Because the truth is, she's not going to be here that long. Look, you get any food I could take away with that pasta thing you do?
That pasta thing? Sure.
He's been sitting there since we got back.
Dad, I got some food.
Listen, I got a call. They want me back at work. I have to go in the morning.
Of course. Don't you worry about us. We're going to be fine.
I heard you were talking to the cops.
They were asking about Alex Galbraith.
You better not have mentioned my name in any part of that conversation, Linda. I fucking mean it. If you've dropped me in any of that, we're both screwed.
Didn't, I promise.
Anything to drink?
Kids, is that you? Anybody there? I've called the police. Morning.
Morning.
I was going over Galbraith's cases last night. On the custody case, he made a note that there's evidence linking Linda Morton to local drug dealers. He didn't use it in court, he didn't need to, but you might be right about her knowing the shooter.
Well, might help explain the break-in at the Galbraith house. Yeah, go and have a look and see who she was mixing with.
So, I checked if Logan Cregan has any links to Galbraith. It appears Cregan asked Galbraith to represent him a few years back. He refused. I don't know why or what the case was.
I thought he was the guy who would help anybody. Logan Cregan. I'm D.I. Perez. You mind if I have a word with your boy?
What about? That's about Galbraith.
Why'd you say that?
Had something else happened in Shetland this week.
I believe you've got guns in your house.
I just cleaned it. Habit I picked up in the forces.
How long did you serve?
10 years.
Oh, you'll be the crime voyager. You asked Alex Galbraith to represent you in a case a while back. What was that about?
It's private.
Not anymore.
I got a letter from the Service Prosecuting Authority saying I was being investigated by IHAT.
Historic allegations team. In relation to what?
They didn't share that information. And then they dropped the charges.
Well, he must have had some idea.
Probably the mistreatment of detainees in Iraq. People were coming out of the woodwork, claiming they were tortured, looking for compensation. Couldn't wait to crucify people like me.
Are you saying stuff like that didn't happen?
No. Just not by me.
But Alex Galbraith wouldn't represent you.
I had known Alex since we were teenagers. And we were pretty close for a time. Everyone deserves a defense, no matter their crime. That's what he always said. Turns out he meant everyone except me.
Did that annoy you?
Not enough to shoot him.
Where were you yesterday morning about 11?
I was setting rabbit traps.
Your wife back you up?
We're separated. She's on the mainland, Gulf's Bay. You'll just have to take my word for it.
Mind if I have a quick word with Fraser? That Leopold and Loeb.
You've heard of them?
Aye. Didn't they believe in Nietzsche's concept of Übermenschen and that they were above the moral authority of ordinary people, and then they killed a 14-year-old boy to prove it?
Bit more to it than that.
Is that? Yeah, it's a pity that they left a pair of glasses at the crime scene. Nobody Übermenschened that, was it?
As far as I can see, they were a couple of sick bastards.
Fraser, on your website, you've posted photographs of police officers working on the Galbraith case. You can't do that. It's an ongoing investigation, and you have to stay out of it, okay?
You will. I'll make sure of it. Must be exciting for you. Having a perfect murder to solve.
Who said it was perfect?
Any word on the results, Billy?
From what the neighbours say, Linda had a regular visitor who they think looked a bit shifty. I've asked drug enforcement if she's on their radar.
Good. Get in touch with the Service Prosecuting Authority. Logan Cregan was under investigation and I want to know the details. Also, he doesn't have an alibi. And it's just possible that Eve's position in war crimes has just opened up some old wounds. And talk to Fraser's teachers as well. Get some background on him.
I don't have time, Billy. Why don't you get a uniform over there?
Just take a look. It's on the road to Hellister. What's on the road to Hellister? Breaking. It's not far from Galbraith's house. What was taken? A drone.
I thought it was just the door banging, that I'd left it open.
No, looks like somebody forced it.
What does your husband use the drone for?
Photography. It's his hobby.
And when did you last use it?
Yesterday morning, he was out flying up and down the coast.
So he would have passed over the Galbraith house?
Aye, I would think so.
Is he around? I'd like to have a quick word.
He's at work.
Did you mention seeing anything?
If he had, I think he would have said.
Is that blood? Sandy, can you get a sample of that?
Of course.
Do you have a contact number for him? I'd really like to speak to him.
That might be difficult. He's doing maintenance on an Indian pipeline.
Eamon. Are you feeling okay? You up for this?
Of course. Why are you asking?
Just making sure you're in the right frame of mind. You seemed a bit on edge last night.
Nah, it was just a domestic, yeah.
Okay. Okay, Eamon, the dive depth will be 200 meters. You guys happy with everything?
Listen, it's possible that this guy, Eamon Gowdy, has inadvertently filmed the killer leaving the crime scene, and that's who's taken the drone. If that's the case, we need to find him.
Yeah?
Okay, thank you. So, Gowdy has started his dive, but I did a quick background check. He was involved in a court case a few years ago. Assault.
Don't tell me. Galbraith defended him.
No. Galbraith represented the other guy.
Tell him to bring him back up.
Hi, are you okay? Hang on, just slow down. So what's happened? Wait, and you saw this just now? Look, I will. I promise. That was Kate. The Chronicle have just published crime scene photographs of her sister online.
These were never released to the public. How the hell did they get a hold of them?
Somebody must have hacked into our system and downloaded them.
Billy, get McBay in here now. Where did you get these images?
They were posted through the front door of the office. No stamp. Probably someone sympathetic to the Kilmuir family.
Aye. Somebody looking to pour fuel in the fire over Donna's release, and you were just happy to oblige.
It's in the public interest.
No, it's heartless. These are police property, and you're going to take them down, and you're going to do it now. Billy. These have been printed out on the computer, scanned, maybe. Check if the originals are still with Cora at the mortuary. And then got onto the digital investigation team in Aberdeen. If they were downloaded, we need to be able to trace who by.
Nah, they're snowed under. It'll be weeks before they get to us.
Donnie could do it. It's what he does. He's half man, half laptop. Might speed things up.
Okay. Check that everything's above board, because if we need to use anything that he discovers, we can't risk it being thrown out.
And I don't know if this is significant, but Fraser Craigan once hacked into his school computer system, nearly got himself expelled.
And he's smart enough now to put them up on his own website.
Hi.
Hi, Molly. I suppose you've heard the photographs of Molly's aunt were posted online.
They were copied and left at the Chronicle, but someone hacked into our system to get them in the first place.
I can't help you.
Okay, where were you yesterday before you went up to the Galbraith place?
With me. We were here together.
Okay, Fraser, I'm going to have to confiscate your desktop, your smartphone, and any other devices you have. You can have them back once we've run a check on them.
Didn't do anything.
My boy had nothing to do with Galbraith's death.
I never said he did.
No, but it's what you think.
What I think is that he's fascinated by people who do bad things. But you'd have a much better idea why that is than me.
Take a look at this desktop. See if the owner hacked into our system. Also, we've got some images of Lizzie Kilmuir. Is it possible to find out which device they were printed or scanned on?
Yeah, well, I'll see what I can do.
And the main office is off limits.
Oh, that's not a problem.
Come on, let's get our stuff together. They've said we can go home.
I can't go back to that house.
We don't have a choice, darling. Where else will we go?
It's not safe.
There'll be security all around the house. We will be the safest people in Shetland.
I'm not going back.
What the hell are you playing at? Where did you get that? Molly gave me it. You need to stop posting this shit. You're just attracting attention to yourself. They think you're a fucking weirdo.
I'm a weirdo. It's not me screaming and crying in his sleep, drinking himself to death.
I love you, boy! But you ever speak to me like that again and I won't. I just don't want them accusing you of something you haven't done.
They're bringing them back up.
Problem?
Oh, sure. They'll be needing fed, though. Grub's up.
Hi.
Is everything okay?
I'm sorry, Jimmy. She won't go home. She's in the bathroom. She won't talk.
Okay. I'll give it a go. Hey, Marin. It's Jimmy Perez. Your mum says that you don't want to go home. Is that right? Well, do you know, I really don't blame you. Because when you lose somebody who's that close to you, that you love, it's like the world just stopped. It's exhausting, because nobody gets it. Not really. You've just got to try and keep on going, regardless of how hard it is, because honestly, there's nothing else to be done. When are we going to get a DNA hit on the blood from the garage?
That'll be a couple of days. I'll chase it.
Drug enforcement have got nothing on Linda.
Billy, Gowdy, he's going to be in a decompression chamber for a few days. There's nothing we can do about that. You want me to call the dive boat? See if we can talk to him? Do it.
Well, we can't accept calls from on shore. Tell them we'll divert the call from the bridge. Okay, but we need time to isolate him first. Okay. What's the rush? Can we not wait till he's out of his chamber?
Just waiting on the dive boat getting back to us. Could be a while. And they say he'll sound like a chipmunk when we do talk to him. Jesus, Billy, I don't care what he sounds like. We just need to speak to him.
You should go home. Check on your dad. You've got time.
You're sitting in the dark, Dad.
Broadsword to Danny boy. Where Eagle stare? That was her favourite. We saw it when it first came out. She loved Richard Burton. Must have seen it 3 or 4 times.
Aye. You had a wee bit of competition there.
I loved her with my very soul. I couldn't remember her name tonight.
It's okay, Dad. It'll be okay.
Eamon, Shetland police want to talk to you. Can you move into chamber 2 so you can take the call in private? We got that call coming in for you, Eamon. You okay to talk? What the fuck's happening?
We're losing pressure.
Check the gases. We're losing pressure, Eamon. Go to bibs and isolate the internal valve. Now! Do it now! Use more gas, maintain the depth.
I can't secure the valve.
Well, get out there and find the leak. Now! Medic and all off-shift life support personnel to SAT control immediately.